Shawnee, welcome back. I'm gonna go ahead and get ready for work. I'm in my office today, and yeah, let's just get started. So I'm excited because I get to use this Danessa Myricks blurring balm, but the mini, and I got this. It was like a gift with purchase from Sephora if you spent like $25. And you know, something that is so funny, I'm so used to using it as a base for my eyeshadow. I'm sorry, a base for my face, but today I'm going to use it as a base for my eyeshadow as well. And I have the big one at home. And my friend Tracy was like, once she finishes this little one, which she got one as well, she's just going to put some of the big one into the little one so you can still have a little one. And I don't know why I didn't think of that. I was like, oh, that's a good idea. Today I have the Lorac Winter Rose palette. It's one of their little 6 pans. So I'm going to use this for my eyes. And I'm going into my Sonia G bag here. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to use this BK Beauty Travel 203 brush, and I think I will go with this shade. Oh, this shade here right in the middle. So my days have been back to back, and yesterday I had back to back appointments ending with my own therapy. And if you go to therapy, you know that sometimes afterwards you're just worn out, right? So I therapized people all day, and then I had my own therapization to attend. So I decided that since I didn't have any breaks and I knew I was going to be hungry, that I would just order some dinner. And when I was done with my day, the dinner would be there, right? So I wanted some Peruvian chicken. There's this place here that is so good. It's a chain and it is so delicious. So I was like, let me order my chicken, some arroz chalfa, some black beans, and some plantain, right? So I'm expecting it to get to me at like 1/2 past the hour. And I'm going about my business expecting that my food is gonna arrive when I'm done with my day. I can like eat dinner and then I can just sort of relax for the rest of the day. Now, it's through a delivery service, right? But the delivery service that I don't like using more so than any of the other ones is DoorDash. I get my food stolen like all the time from DoorDash. And some places you don't even know that that's what they're using, like, because if you go on their website and you order through the store's website, they'll say it's through like a delivery service or whatever, but sometimes they don't tell you until it's all said and done. But I've ordered from this Peruvian place a couple of times, and every time it's been fine. Cut to yesterday. I'm sitting there doing my clinical notes, worn out from the day, and I get an alert from the DoorDash app, and it's like, that your food was picked up. So let's say this was at like 6:32, 7:32 or something. Then at like literally the next minute, 33, it said delivered. So I get up and I go to my door and I'm like looking out. It's a new door. Remember, I got a new door. So it's like all glass, and I'm like, I would have seen if somebody had come over here because it's all glass. I would have seen them. And I'm looking out the door, then I'm looking on the ground. There is no food. And of course, logically, I knew there wouldn't be any food because it was 32 minutes picked up, 33 minutes dropped off. I don't live a minute from the place. Like, how can you even pick it up and get to your car and drive somewhere in a minute? But I was giving them the benefit of the doubt. I'm like, maybe they just said they dropped it off real quick and they're still coming. But there was nothing, and I couldn't contact the dasher. So here we go again with DoorDash. I'm gonna go into this shade here, I think. So like, here we go again with DoorDash. Like, I don't understand why their dashers always dash away with my food. They always do it. And here's the thing, if they would just contact me and be like, hey, I'm like really hungry, do you mind adding like a chicken wing or some extra plantain, like, is that okay? I would totally do it. I would totally do it. I'd be like, you know what, for sure. Let me add something on there, get you a little something to eat because you're picking this up for me. Thank you so much. But no, they just insist on stealing, and it's so disgusting to me. It really, really bugs me because I do tip, and I tip well, you know, because I'm like, you're taking your time and energy, your gas, your car, all that stuff to go get this food at my convenience, helping me out, right? And then you just gonna steal it every single daggone time. And I'm like, why is it always DoorDash? I don't have this problem with any other delivery service. I kid you not, it's always DoorDash. It's always them. And so this time, I guess they must have updated their like complaint services or whatever, because this time I was able to just quickly indicate that my food had not been delivered, that it wasn't sitting somewhere else on the porch, like it's not here. And then you could decide if you wanted a refund, if you wanted like a credit, or if you wanted them to redeliver. You didn't deliver it in the first place. So I chose redeliver. And then like 20 minutes later, I got my food. It was like really fast. And I said thank you to this second dasher, and I went ahead and gave them a tip because I was like, the last dasher stole my food, so thank you so much for actually delivering it to me so that I can eat. But I don't know, like, are other people getting their food stolen from DoorDash? Like, is it just me? Do they have something against me? Because when I tell you, this is about the 6th time. That's why I try to use Postmates or Uber Eats, which I think they're like the same thing now. I don't know. I try to use those two, or, you know, directly from the restaurant, but sometimes, and it's definitely a convenience. Like, there was a time where I couldn't drive. I'm gonna go into probably these two shades. There was a time when I couldn't drive because of health reasons, and so delivery services would be like so helpful because I couldn't get in the car and do it myself. And now, oftentimes, if I have a back-to-back day or something, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna order some food so that I can make sure to eat throughout the day. So it's definitely like a convenience and a privilege to be able to order stuff like that. But I feel like I really appreciate the service, you know? And so I feel personally attacked when people steal from me. And I was asking one of my best friends that I've known since elementary school, I was like, is it wrong of me to hope that they choked on a chicken bone? I don't know. I don't know. But I can't help but like think that. Maybe I'm evil. I don't know. I'm just saying. If you choked on a chicken bone, that will be karma. Okay, let me clean up a little bit of the fallout and then I will go ahead and start on the rest of my face. Okay, so now I am taking the blurring balm again, and now I'm going to use it as primer for my foundation. You know what I think I'm gonna do? I think I'm going to use the Makeup Forever powder foundation. Okay. I'm going to go in with this NARS concealer. This is just a mini. I'm doing the concealer first since I'll be using a powder foundation. While I let that sit for a bit, just to get a bit more coverage, I'm going to do my brows with this mini brow pencil from Benefit. So I didn't get to spend the Christmas holiday with my family just because we live on opposite coasts, and I had visited them like the month or so before Christmas, and it was just too expensive to go again so soon after that. I mean, it's expensive always to fly to the West Coast, but I was like, yeah, I can't afford two of those trips so close together. So what we did was, you know, like I bought their gifts and had them sent to them so that they could open them on Christmas and everything. And I didn't really want a gift from anyone, but they were like, oh, we're still gonna send you something. Christmas comes and goes. New Year's comes and goes. Valentine's Day comes and goes. I still haven't gotten anything from my family. And I talk to my family a lot. I talk to at least one family member like once a day, if not more. So finally in the family group text, I was like, why y'all still ain't sent my Christmas stuff? And I was like, you might as well just wait until this year's Christmas, like at this point. And this is not new. This is not new behavior When I went home, my niece had several Ulta gift cards for me that she had gotten for my birthday. And when I say she had several, it's because she had gotten them for various birthdays and still hadn't given them to me. And sometimes I go home and my family will be like, "Oh yeah, we have your gift from 2 Christmases ago or whatever." So this is not new. I'm hip to their game. This is not new. But I'm like, are y'all gonna give me my stuff? So my sister is like, "Oh yeah, you have a card from our dad and it's just been sitting in my living room." And I'm like, "Can you send me my card from my father?" Like why is it sitting on your living room where you have about 12 million cats that's probably tearing up my card? So finally, my sister is like, "Okay, I'm gonna send it." I'm like, "Okay, whatever. I'll believe it when I see it." So then yesterday, I go to my mailbox and I see a card, and it just has like my first name just scrawled across and then my address. And I'm like, this looks like my family handwriting. Like, they didn't even bother putting my last name on there. They were just So I open it. I'm gonna show you the card, okay? Because this, it just. I'm gonna go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish powder, and I'm gonna use that to set my face, set my concealer. So first of all, ain't nobody else give me nothing. Nobody. When I tell you nobody, but I did say that I didn't really want anything. But my father decided he was going to get me a card and send it to. Well, he was going to have my sister send it to me. Mind you, my dad just turned 79 last Friday. So happy birthday, Daddy. And he is like thriving. He goes and walks in the park every morning. You know, he's still very active. My mom's birthday is next month, but she don't want to tell nobody how old she is. We can figure it out, girl. And now I'm going to go in with the Makeup Forever foundation. I'm going to use this BK Beauty Travel 101 brush. I think the foundation looks better this time around. It doesn't look gray like it did before. I think it looks really good. What do you think? I really like the concealer and then that powder and then the foundation. Like, I think it looks really good. Okay, so before I go into my bronzer and blush, I'm probably going to use my Lethal Cosmetics stuff here in my kit pack, but I do also have the NYX Wonder Stick in the shade Deep. So there is like a contour and a highlighter here. Okay, so I open the card. Here's the card. Now, if you can't read it, that may be because it's in Spanish. And it says, "Felicidades, en tu cumpleaños. That basically means like happiness on your birthday. This is telling me happy birthday. Mind you, my birthday's in July, July 29th, and this was bought for Christmas. So I'm like, why did Daddy get me a birthday card? I open it. Aunque de ti tengo recuerdos todos los días del año, hoy te dedico un pensamiento especial por ser día de tu cumpleaños, deseándote muchas felicidades. My father bought me a birthday card in Spanish for Christmas. When I tell you I fell out, I was like, basically the card says, even though I send you like good vibes and wishes every day, like today on your birthday I'm sending you a special one. And he wrote a little something. He says, life is joy, enough love, Pops. Daddy, ain't nowhere in here does it say anything about Christmas. First of all, you bought me you bought me a birthday card, which is enough to be like, child. But then you bought me a birthday card in Spanish. So I called my father and I was like, oh, Daddy, I got your Christmas card. And he's like, what card? I'm like, the card that my sister was supposed to send to me 3 months ago. And he was like, oh, okay. You know, my dad's like, he thought my sister had already sent it. Child. And I was like, so Daddy, you know it's a card in Spanish. And it's a birthday card. And he was like, oh, it is. So I'm like, Daddy, where you get this card? He was like, I don't know, I just went to the 99-cent store and I picked up a bunch of cards. Child, that's not even it though. That's not even it. So in the group text, my dad isn't on the group text because he lost his phone. But in the group text, I'm texting my siblings and my mom. And I'm like, I finally got the card. And it's a birthday card in Spanish. So we are cracking up. And my sisters are like, well, he gave us cards in Spanish also that say congratulations on your marriage. Neither one of my sisters are married, y'all. So my dad just went to the 99-cent store and he just got some cards. I think he pretty much just looked at the face of the card and got ones that seem like our personalities. Like this is all bejeweled and it has like it has dogs. I know he know I got a cat, but I think this was close enough. And it said felicidades. And so y'all, my dad does not speak Spanish. Like all of us know a bit of Spanish. I know the most because I like minored in it in college. But when I tell you, this was my laugh of the day because I thought mine was bad that he got me a birthday card. But my sisters both have one that says congratulations on your marriage. And I about died. But he did slip me some money in the card. So even though he went to the 99-cent store to get the cards, he slipped me a good little bit of cash. And he was like, I wonder if your sister used the money. So that's why it took her a while to send it. I don't think so though, because I think She sent me the card in the envelope the card came in. But I don't know. I don't know, y'all. But I just thought that was the funniest. It just it just speaks to this is how my family is. Let me put on some blush and I will be back to finish everything up. Okay, here's the finished look. I think it looks pretty good. I feel like it looks good. So you let me know what you think. What do you think of the powder foundation, the Makeup Forever HD Skin Matte Velvet? What do you think of the NARS concealer, the Radiant Creamy? And let me know if you were able to get one of these minis, Danessa Myricks Blurring Balm. And yeah, I think that's it. So thank you for coming along for this ride. I hope that some of this was helpful. I also hope that you are continuing to take care of yourself. And be sure to like the video and also please subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you